Everyone has a story, but some stories are meant to be told. In 1982, at just 13 years old, I walked into Guitar Center Hollywood for the first time. My head was full of dreams, and my pocket held a $4,000 insurance settlement check, the result of a toy rocket that exploded on my face. And every cent of that money was about to go towards my first music purchase. A custom 9-piece Gretsch drum set in a stunning teal blue finish. Behind the drum counter stood Dave Weiderman, the man who sold it to me and unknowingly would change my life forever. I was just a kid, nervous, excited, and completely green, but Dave treated me like a pro, and I'll never forget that. He said he had just come off the road playing drums with Chaka Khan, but he was back at GC doing what musicians do to keep their dream alive. And to me, he was larger than life. We never could have imagined we'd end up being like brothers for the next 43 years. By 1985, Dave had become the head of artist relations, the godfather of the store, the guy who handled all the rock royalty. When Eddie Van Halen needed a guitar delivered to the studio, he called Dave. In that same year, alongside Guitar Center's owner, Ray Shear, they created the legendary Rock Walk Museum. Fast forward 26 years from that first purchase, and after what felt like a lifetime devoted to music, Dave called me with an offer I never saw coming. He asked me to decorate the museum with my artwork. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I've been a professional artist since I was 18. So for the next 8 years, until the store's big remodel in 2019, my art became a permanent fixture in the museum and throughout the store. They even gave me my own showroom in the Platinum Guitar Room, but that's a whole other story. This was more than just a gig. It was the culmination of a lifelong obsession, a love affair with music that never faded. So for the next 43 years, Guitar Center had become like my temple, the place where my bank account disappeared, but my soul expanded. Every dime I made, every beat I played, every melody I wrote, it all led back to this place. From drums, guitars, basses, keyboards, samplers, microphones. If it made a sound, I had to have it. And in these aisles, I learned how to overcome fear of playing in front of people, how to record music in the classes they offered, and just how to turn raw emotion into music. And now, after all these years, the store that helped raise me is covered in my art. You know what they say, what goes around comes around. So when Dave retired about 7 years ago, he passed the baton to Eric Bradley, an incredible force and musician with a vision we both shared. We saw Guitar Center Hollywood not just as a store, but as a destination, a place where music and art collide. Imagine it, interactive music rooms bathed in laser lights, J.D. Shultz music-themed art infused into instruments, my artwork wrapping guitars, drums, keyboards, merchandise that turns the store into a living, breathing work of art. 1 million new people a year, musicians, music collectors, music lovers, people from all over the world coming to see the new Guitar Center. Some would leave with memorabilia, some with inspiration, and some with a guitar in their hands for the very first time. Because music isn't just sound, it's the universal language, it's our lifeline, and it needs to be protected at all costs. They're calling me the Warhol of rock over there, and I think it sounds pretty darn cool. But this journey is not over, it's just beginning. I just released my third Human Brother album, Spirit Animal. It's available on all platforms. So now it's time to take this dream even further. To merge art, music, and passion into something extraordinary. A place where future generations get inspired by music. A large, creative, and groundbreaking corporation like Guitar Center taking the dream of music to the future. A line of Fender guitars with my artwork? Are you kidding me? I got people calling me left and right. Dude, are those in? Where can I get one? A massive exterior building wrap that's graffiti-proof and weather-resistant? Oh my God. My art on bags, clothing, mugs, beautiful wall coverings instead of those dark gray walls. It's time to bring a new energy, a new excitement, and a new identity to the place I've always belonged, my beloved Guitar Center.
JD's art is the Guitar Center story, and Guitar Center is a place, it is a community. It's where people come and they can play instruments. You know, kids that don't have access to instruments, they're the ones that are going in there. You know, I have so many people tell me I went into Guitar Center because that's the only place I could play the drums. That's the only place I had access to the drums or to the guitar. And so this is the place that people go. This is where music becomes accessible to all. And I think I have the best job of the entire company because I get to give back to the community. And I see so many people that don't have access to music, you know, veterans, the unhoused, kids in schools, kids after schools, the incarcerated. And this is what we're doing. We're bringing instruments to them and making music accessible. And what I love about JD's art is that that's exactly what it's doing. It draws you in, it makes music accessible, and it really brings it, it makes it real. Every artist should have the responsibility to give back. And not everybody does, but JD always has. He's always used his art to give back and to raise money for important causes, and that's what it's all about.